Anyway, hi. Okay, so we're recording. We'll start stretching today. In class number 4, we ultimately kind of pull it all together. So we'll be doing, kind of total body, big, combining upper body, lower body, different movement patterns. We will use the resistance band. I stripped it down to 6 exercises today. So this is a very efficient, effective. I'll talk about this more, but if you're ever in like a kind of a time crunch and want to get a whole body workout in, this would be the video to go to, right? So, and again, it's going to incorporate coordination, agility, balance, stability, and just kind of total body, strength as well as functional exercises. Okay, let's start with not the band. Sorry, let's just start by stretching, just as we always do, chin to chest, and then bring that up. Look up to the ceiling. Open. Kind of exaggerate this. So chin to chest, roll your shoulders forward, sort of fold in. And then when you come up and look up to the ceiling, open the shoulders, pull back. Down again. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale, lift, 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 and look up. Good. And then down, fold, roll forward, chin to chest. And up, lift, 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 up to the ceiling. Good, pause there, then we'll go the opposite. So we'll look to the left and look to your right. Look left and look right. One more time. And then bring back to center, and let's take the left ear to your left shoulder. Again, sometimes I add a little push here just to increase the stretch. Bring it back to center, and then take that over right ear to right shoulder. Same thing. You can add a little push. You can do it with the left or the right hand, whatever feels best to you. Bring it up one more time. Left ear, left shoulder. And right ear, right shoulder. Good. And then let's go with shoulder rolls. So let's just start. You lift up, roll back, drop down, lift up, back down. Big circles here. And then change direction. So remember, we drop it down, roll back, pull forward and up. So down, back, up, forward. Do that. Just the opposite. Good. All right, and then take the arms out to the side. So you're here. So you, right, my arms are extended out by my side. And then backwards. Good, now I'm going backwards. Backward circles get a little bit larger. Nice, and then just start with like a nice little open close, right? So just open and close the arms out in front of the body. Good.
I can feel a lot of cracking in my shoulders with that one.
That always feels good, right? Okay, pause there. And then let's go with my hands are here. So I've got them out in front of me, kind of right in front of my shoulders. And I'm going to reach up over, like my right hand's going to go up and over. And as I do that, I'm really pushing through, even all the way from the toe, kind of up on my toes, trying to reach as high as I can with my right hand. Bring it down, and then left hand up and over, as if you're trying to reach and just, you can barely get something. So you're having to just extend as far as you can. Reach, expand your reach. Good. One more time each side. Nice. And there. Good. And then we'll go now with more of like the torso rotation. So just that little swing that we've done before where we kind of rotate to one side, pivot on the opposite foot. So I'm rotating right. I've got to pivot with my left foot, rotate to the left, pivot on the right foot. Just to kind of get the mid body and the hips opening Also really good for the spine, especially the lower back. Good. Okay, good. And then we'll just go. We've done this before. I'll lift the camera a little bit, but knees up. Just pull your knees up. So you're doing that little marching in place. So my knees are coming up. Good. So just that little, bring them up if you can, in line with the hip. If you need to hold on to something, you can always have a chair or the wall. And then the final one here is to pull the hips, the heels back towards the hips, right? So just the opposite. So pulling up and back. Good. Alternate right and left. Good job. Okay, pause there. Okay. Going to the 5 of the 6 exercises. So but you can place it on, again, you can have it on a sturdy table. You could have just on anything that's going to give you enough of a hold so that you can pull safely. Okay, so I'm tying mine off in the door. Okay. All right, let's see. So again, I always give it like a little tug to make sure that I've got that the door's holding, or that the object that I've tied it to is strong enough. If you're ever working with a partner on the other end, you'd want to make sure that they've got a grip before you start the exercise, right? So just little safety checks before you start the motion. So first one, yeah, chest and lunge. So last week we did a chest exercise where we had a staggered stance. So we had one foot forward and, and we pushed with an arm. So this week we're doing that, but we're going to add a step. We're adding a step to it. So let me slide that back a little bit. Hold on. Okay. So I've got my right hand with the band. Okay. And again, this thing where I go out and around it. So I've got it, kind of hugging my body. That's my personal preference. It works both ways. So if I have my right hand with the band, I'm going to step with my left foot. So it's a right arm push and a left leg step. So opposite arm and leg, but with motion. So as I push, I step. Okay. Push, step. So right arm, left leg, keep that going. I want to get a total of 10 here. Let's say that this is our 4th one. Good. Apologize. There seems to be sometimes like a little delay. Is everyone okay? I mean, we're moving now, but I've had a few freezes.
Reagan, your screen has frozen a few times for me, but it comes back. So, but okay, yeah, I think we're all maybe having some funny issues.
Okay, good. I mean, same thing, like mine will freeze, but then others freeze, but we all seem to be carrying on. So we'll just keep going. One more. All right, and then we switch sides. So now you take it to the left hand. And again, I like to go outside and kind of keep it in tight by the body. Left hand, right foot moving. So my left arm's punching, my right foot is stepping or lunging. You can make this more challenging by going a little bit deeper with your step or your lunge. But you can also keep it simple and you still get all the benefits by just doing a little forward step with a push. Good. 6.
I think Reagan might be frozen. Oh, there she goes again. We got it. We'll just keep going, I guess, until Reagan comes back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that was 10. So we got 10 and 10 on each side, right? So that's the first exercise. Okay. So second one we're gonna do rotation, but this time, last week we did it where we kept our feet planted and we were rotating. This time we're kind of adding two things. One, we're adding, you start with your feet together, angle the camera down just a touch. You start with your feet together. And so I'm here and I'm going to rotate with kind of a high swing, like an upswing. And then kind of at my shoulder level. And then I step and rotate with a low swing. Okay, so it's step high and then come back and step low. Okay, so getting a little bit of that high-low motion. Good. I've got two hands on the band if you can. Just the swing. It's as if you're like swinging something across the opposite side of the body, right? There we go. Good. Up high. One more time. Low and low. All right. So last week when we did that exercise, we had more of a mid-range. We kept our feet planted. But this week we're adding the step and we're changing the range. So kind of a high sort of shoulder or head level and then low knee to ankle level. Okay. So let's turn around and do the same thing, opposite side. So I was just doing my right side. So now I'm going to turn, I'll have my back to you, but now we're doing the left side, okay? So here, so again, step left, swing high, step low, step left, swing low. Keep going. It's tight up on that table. Yeah. Okay, swing high and swing low. How's everyone looking? Good. High, good.
I really felt this last week on my obliques, the sides of my abdomen.
Good. That means you were doing it right. Good job. Okay, I'm going to change my hang up because that door is not moving. Okay, pause there. And now, Naomi, you're adding even more by like the high-low, so it's even getting more of the like abdominal kind of through.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll go with the next one. Is everyone okay? So next exercise, the arm row for our back, right? But we're going to add a backward step. So I've got my band tied off. My right arm is pulling, okay, right arm pulling. But now I want to add a left leg step back. So opposite sides, right arm pulling, and my left leg is stepping back. Again, you can make this harder by doing a lunge. Like if you step deeper, if you go lower with your back step. Good. So I had to grip my band. My handle, I needed a little more resistance. So I'm actually holding the tube instead of the handle. That's a little way to increase your resistance if you don't have, I don't have the space to back up as far as I need to. So this is my little modification. One more. Okay, pause there. And now let's do the opposite side. So left arm will be the moving arm now, left arm, and you will step back with your right foot. Good. Good. Nice job. Everyone looks good. Just pulling that elbow back by the side, keeping it tight by the body. Two more. And two. Good. All right, let's see. So that gets us through 1, 2, 3. And then I want to go now into one more. This is a bicep So we're going to hold so same position. We're facing the band. Bicep again being that muscle in the front of our arm. We close it out when we use it, right? So take a wider base. Okay, I should angle down a bit. Make your base a little bit wider, so your feet are wider than your hips. My band is out in front of me, and we're doing this. So squat, your hips go back and down, and then curl. I want you to so squat, curl, okay? Squat, curl, squat. So I'm changing left and right hand. So even that little motion, it's just agility, coordination, you know, just the keeping it in sync with the movement, like nice, smooth motion here. Squat, left arm, squat, right arm. Good. Let's do 6 more. 1, 2, 3. Good. 4, 5. Okay, pause there. Good job. So that was squat. That was the squat going with the bicep curl with the squat combination. All right. And so we've done now several step patterns with different arm and upper body motions. And now let's go. This one's a bit more of a core, sort of hip, abdominal. Same thing. I've got a wide base and I'm holding my band with 2 hands. I'm here. I call this one over under. Remember, like back in grade school, we did. I don't know. I used to play that over under, like where you pass the ball over your head and you go. So it kind of a little bit of that. But so we start with like kind of the band pushing down towards the floor, or it depends on your range and what you're comfortable with. If you can get to the floor, great. If not, and you're pushing it behind the body, so I'm pushing it behind a little bit, right? So I'm pushing back, and then up to center standing, and then hold here and pull the band over your head. So this gets into core and upper back postural exercises, and then we'll slowly lower down. So to the floor, under, slowly come up and over. Good. And then down and up. Down. So one thing I want to note here, when you come up, be careful not to extend. I don't want you to hyperextend your back. So when you're in this position to go up, lock yourself in place here and just extend the arms, engage the core to stop you from going back. Because the habit might be to actually go. The whole body goes with it. But I don't want you to do that. I want you to stay upright. Everyone looks good. I'm watching you. Looks good. Let's do 3 more. But that's just one note I wanted to make sure that you understand, not to go with this motion straight to the lower back. 1 more. Yep, that looks good. Good job. All right, and then the last thing I want to do, so we, if you imagine that, and you could do this, you could take your band. Sometimes I do just to keep myself honest. At least put it like in front of you, a line in front of you, and then sometimes I'll take something else. What do I have here? I have a belt. Sometimes I'll do something else. Just add a crossover. So like I'll show you before in a sec. But you can also imagine this. Sometimes I tell people you can put tape down on the floor, but like I've got my band and my a belt here, and I'm going to stand. So this is a quadrant. I've got 4, like it's a cross, right? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So everyone start in the bottom left quadrant. Okay, so your bottom left quadrant, and we are going to step to the right into the bottom right quadrant. And then we do a diagonal step. So my toe points diagonally into the upper right quadrant, down, and then forward into the front right quadrant. So let's repeat. That's the pattern. So it's right, forward diagonal, and forward. Step patterns. Left foot stays planted. This is great for, again, it's like coordination. It's a pattern. It's also really great for the foot and the ankles, great for the knees, good for the legs, the hips, and even our core because we're changing, direction. We'll do a total of 5 each. That's, second step, third step would count as that's one cycle. So we're doing a total of 5. After this, let's do one more. Great for balance. Okay, last one, then we'll switch sides. Again, at home, okay, pause there, step over to the left. Like I said, you could take 2 belts, you could take 2 scarves, you could put tape down on the floor, painter's tape or something, chalk if you're outdoors on the sidewalk. Anything works. You don't even have to have it, you can imagine it, but I kind of like having the physical line to step over. So left bottom, then left diagonal forward, and left foot forward. So left, good. Diagonal and forward. Diagonal.
Should we be filling this in our legs, Reagan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's definitely it's a step pattern, a lunge pattern. Naomi, the more you go, like the deeper you go with it, the more muscularly challenging it is, Yeah. So again, just depending on your strength level. Okay, last one. And joint comfort and such. And if with consistency, you should get stronger over time and you might be able to advance a little. Okay, how's that? So that's it. So those are the 6 exercises for today. Again, try to just bring in whole body, moving in all directions, mixing it up with coordination. I'm going to, everyone get a sip of water if you want. And then I'm going to set my timer just out of curiosity to see what the length of time for this program takes. So I'll set a stopwatch. Everyone got a quick sip of water? Any questions at this point? We're okay? Ready to roll? Okay, thumbs up, I'm with it. Okay, so grab your band. My band's on the floor. Okay, and I'm gonna tie up on my table now because my door was not holding. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna start the stopwatch just to see sort of what, if we run through this program, one time, what does that look like? Here we go. Okay, so first one, remember we've got the chest exercise. So let's start in our right hand, okay? Right hand, and let's push that. Right hand is pushing, left leg is stepping. So punch forward, yep. 10 times. So we'll say that's 1. 2. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good, let's switch over. So now we take the left hand, okay, right foot. So here we are again, ready? Start with your step and your punch. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll tell you a little thing here. You could make this more challenging, 7, by when you come back. So as I step 8, I come back to balance. Woo. And that requires more core. So in other words, I don't put my foot down, and it really activates the left leg. So you might think about that in the future. Yep, good job, Naomi. If you wanted to play around with that, as you step forward, when you come back to pause, just and so it activates a little more challenge for the legs, the left leg, your stable leg, as well as the core. Okay, next exercise. So now we're moving into the rotation, right? So again, just because of my space, I'm not gripping my handle. I'm going to grip a little bit below the handle, but it depends. It's all about, the only reason I do that is just for a little more resistance. So do what is right for you. I'm starting here. I've got my feet together, and I'm doing a side step with an upswing, and then coming back, and then a side step with a low swing. So I'm going to my right first. Okay, so here we go. Take it up. 1, 2, 3. We're going for 12 of these. 6, 7. Good job. Everyone looks great. 8. 4 more. 9. High, low. 10. 11. Good. And 1 more. 12. Good work. I was keeping watch on you guys. You guys look great. Keep it up. Okay, so we'll turn around now. I was doing my right side, so now I'm turning so I can do my left side. Do the same. So we are starting feet together. And from here, step high and low. High and low. 4. Good. 5. 6. 7. Just keep your breath steady. 8. 9. Often it's recommended to exhale when you're exerting the energy. Like in this case, we're exerting as we like step and push. But it's okay, just as long as you just keep inhaling and keep exhaling. You definitely should be breathing, a little bit more than your normal. Last one, because we are moving, and we're moving the entire body. So good work. Okay, so that's the second exercise. So now we're going to go with the back row. So the pull, right, with the opposite leg. So again, I'm going to grip just inside of my handle. My right arm, I'm starting with my right arm, and I'm stepping with my left foot. Okay, so let's do this 10 times. That's the motion. I'll start counting now. This is 1. And of course, Naomi and others who want to try it, you can also do the balance trick here. Step, come up to balance. Step, come up to balance. Up to you. But if you wanted to bring in a little more core, a little more leg challenge, just total body challenge, you can. 4 more. 2. 3. Good job. 4. Okay. All right, so let's switch it. So now, other side. So remember, we're pulling with the arm. Okay, my left arm is pulling, my right leg is stepping back. All right, so I'm going with the left arm pull, keep it tight by the body, and then step. All right, here we go, 10 times. 2. 3. 6. We have 4 more. 4. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Okay, nice job. Okay, take a deep breath and I'll move on. Next exercise. So going now with the bicep curl with the squat. So remember, I've got a bit of a wider base. My hips, my feet are wider than my hips. Okay, so I'm here and holding. We're going to switch hands. So I keep my left hand here ready to switch over. Squat first and then curl. Switch hands. Squat, curl. So I'll start counting now. Each pull is a count. That's one. I'm going to do a total of 20. So it's 10 with each arm. 2, good. Squat, hips back and down. 3, good. Squat, curl. 4. Switching your hands. Alternate your hand with each repetition. 7, good. 8. All of these exercises, if you have a friend, family member, you know, someone who you enjoy hanging out with and would enjoy working out with, someone who wants to support you, then you can, instead of tying this off on the door, you can have someone hold the other end and you can do these exercises together. When I teach classes, that's always been a really popular thing, to partner people. And, you know, when I was teaching more in-person classes, we would partner, and sometimes we have 4 more, and sometimes you could hold and let the person break. You can alternate. It's a great partnering tool. And again, that is okay. Last one. You know, they're super lightweight, so you can travel with them. You can take them for a walk to the park and stop in the park and do a few exercises. Okay, that's it. That was enough there. So next exercise, going with the high-low, the swing exercise. So I've got wide base, okay, here, holding with 2 hands, and I'm going under and coming up and over. Remember, don't swing back too much. Pull it up and over the head. Down. All right, we count as 1. Doing 10. 2, 3, nice job. You guys look great. 4. One of the major goals of today's workout is to, 5 more, to use the body, to train the body rather, strengthen the body in the way that we actually need to use it. So just in our day-to-day activities, keep ourselves strong so we can do it, so we can function and do what we need to do, and also prevent injuries. Good. Muscles, think about it. They keep us together. They keep our joints together. They keep our joints healthy and stable. 1 more. And they also give us the power we need to move around all day long. Okay, so good job there. So that is the high-low, 5th exercise. Now I'm going down to the floor with my band and my belt. But again, you can visualize. Up to you. I've got my little quadrant here, right? I think you can see it. And so I'm starting in the bottom left quadrant and going to the right. Side step, diagonal forward, upper right, and then forward. We'll do this 5 times. That was 1. 2. Good. 3. Yeah, if you're doing this correctly, you should definitely be feeling it, the glutes, the hips, even your quads and hamstrings and the calf muscle. I mean, it is a total leg workout.
Reagan, is this one okay for people who have knee injuries?
Yeah, and you would, yes. Do is you just lessen the step, so you step position. So instead of like straining too much with my knee going forward, even here, the foot. You know, it's a part of the recovery with knee injuries to continue to step and do lunges. Is that freezing? Yeah.
But you're okay now, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so I was saying, yes, it is okay. It's actually recommended, but you would just lessen your step and make sure your knee stays aligned correctly with the foot over the ankle. So let's go to the other side. So we'll do left side now. So we're stepping, I'm on the bottom left quadrant. Okay, so I'm here and I'm going to step left, diagonal, forward, left, diagonal, forward. That's 2, left, diagonal, forward, 3, left, diagonal, forward. Good. 4, one more round, left, diagonal, and forward. All right, good job. So let me see that time on that whole round. I get my phone to open. Good job, everyone. I was watching 13 minutes. I mean, so we could say maybe, 13 to 15 minutes. So if you did that program twice, that's half an hour. I mean, that's great. So again, the point of this workout was to pull it all together, to use the whole body. Like I said, the way we strengthen the body, the way we use our body. Any questions? I'll go into kind of some cool down stretching, but anybody have questions before we get into that, or we okay? Okay, good. All right, so let's start with the legs. So just grab, if you can, a wall, a chair if you need it. And let's start with this. Just here, you're going to pull the knee heel up to your hip and hold. Good, stay upright, good posture. Hold and breathe. Good. I want you to release that again and then do it one more time. So I just release it, kind of swing it for a second, and then let's pull it up one more time. Okay, release there. We'll do the other side. So left leg, or I was doing my right, so now my left. I'll pull it up. Release it, take it out a little bit, pull it. Hi, kitty. Looks like the cat wants to exercise with us. Okay, now let's do feet and ankles. So look, I'm here. Again, you can hold a chair or the wall. I have my hand on the wall. Go on your toes. Lower the toes down and then lift your toes. All right, so just a little bit of a movement stretch here. On your toes, hold it, lower down, pull.
Reagan, I have a question. So the balls of the feet come off the floor as well when the toes come off the floor, is that correct?
If you can go, I try. I mean, yes, I try to really push all the way into the toes, right? Just because it's good for us. And that's also why sometimes I recommend holding on to something, because you can feel a little bit unstable when you go that high, Good. Okay, now let's do a little hamstring. So I'm going to take my right foot forward. And again, I've got my hand on the wall, or you can have a chair if you need it. Right foot forward. I'm pulling my toes up, right? So they're off the floor. My right hand, and my left hand, if you feel stable enough, or you can keep the right hand, for safety. Slide down, glide down. So keep your back flat and straight. Glide that hand down towards your toes, towards the shin and towards the toes. And in this stretch, you should feel it some back here, kind of back of the leg, the hamstring into the glutes, and even a little bit in your lower back, a little bit of a pull there. Shouldn't be painful. Come up, release it for a second. We're gonna do it one more time. I just kind of shake it out, reset, pull my toes up, okay? And again, glide down, slide those hands down, 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 down. Try to keep a flat back. Hold and breathe. Good job. Okay, now come up, switch sides. So we'll go over left side, toes up, right, legs straight. Again, that left hand and or both hands, you're gonna slide down towards the left foot. Breathe, come up, kind of shake it out. And let's go again, just sliding down. Oh, good. Okay, break there. Now let's come up and do a little bit more with upper body. So here, right hand's gonna stay down by my side. Left hand, I'm gonna put here by my shoulder. So watch this, I'll turn, I guess, sort of how the knee. And over to, and then come back up. Let's repeat that 3 times. So again, my right hand sliding down. As it does, the left arm is going up and over. You should be getting a nice stretch through the underarm, shoulder, all the way down the side body. Okay, here, lean with it. Keep both feet planted. Come back. One more time. Load, and here we go. Up, up. And come back. Pause. Shake that out, and now let's go with the opposite side. So left hand on my side, right hand here, right hand, and I'll be going over, left hand sliding down, right hand coming up and over. Again, really stretch it out all the way from the hip through the obliques, side body, into the underarm, all the way into the shoulder with the reach. Come back. Okay, again, left hand sliding down. Good. One more time. Here and go. Okay. Nice to have a shadow box behind me because I feel like I'm at the what's the Children's Museum on the Embarcadero where they have that big shadow wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Exploratorium?
Exploratorium, yeah. They have the whole wall, like, shadow images. Anyway, so hands here, put your hand out in front. Let's do this big open and close. Remember, we start slow. This is a great one. Naomi, you could play around with this while brushing your teeth, or if you were waiting on, pot of water to boil or something, your tea. This is something it takes like 30 seconds to a minute with each hand. You can do it every day. And it's just great for grip, great for coordination, just maintaining good. Now start going a little bit faster, and I start lifting my hand up. 10, 9, good for wrist strength. 5, even the forearms get tired, right? You feel those little muscles in the forearm. 3, 2, 1. Shake that out. I remember I learned that years ago in a yoga class, and I was like, I did not know that those muscles could hurt so much. Good, slow.
They're probably good muscles for opening jars, right?
Absolutely. Holding things, again, grip strength. Yes. Opening things. Skills, let's go faster. Up. Eight, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Okay. Yeah, we freeze. I froze. My screen was frozen. Were you guys okay?
Now you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, one more kind of a big closing breath. So again, let's do this where, you kind of fold down, fold forward, scoop up, inhale all the way up, inhale, and then exhale, kind of sling that out. Let's go again. Inhale all the way down and up. Exhale here. And then again, bring it in. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. One more time, down, up, scoop. And take that out. just do a little, like, I like to bring the arm around the body here, sort of stretching out through the back of the arm. And then one more time, go here, other side, back of the arm. And finally, take your hands behind your back, grip the hands and pull those shoulders back and just look up to the ceiling. So open the body. Okay. Good job, everyone. Good job.